Well, good afternoon, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. You want to know how you can explode your company's profit immediately, starting right now, from here on out, from this instant on out, how to do it. Well, stay tuned, I'm about to tell you. I had this all planned out in my head, and then there's just so much I want to say. I guess I'm going to have to start getting like a teleprompter, be a president and get a teleprompter. Um, and I see this on the forums a lot, and it just burns me up. People have no freaking clue the difference between price and value. Learn the difference between price and value. Then, sorry, I'm on a heating pad. Kind of messed my back up the other day. Once you've got that, and some of y'all will never understand that. But here's the thing you've got to remember. Your perception of price is not your customer's perception of value. When you understand that, and some of you will never get it, you just need to go work for somebody who does get it. Your perception of price is not your customer's perception of value. And I see people going, oh, I would never charge that. I wouldn't pay for that. Guys who are out there should know better. And I seen one the other day. He said, well, I filled out this estimate, and man, it seemed awful high. I would never pay somebody to do that. But you're right. You wouldn't. I wouldn't. Probably a lot of other handyman contractors wouldn't, because we know how to do it. But your customer will. And until you can get that concept through, you'll be making piddly squat. If you catch yourself saying, oh, that's way too high, I would never pay that. Okay, that's loser talk. You have to get this mindset that you're offering a service that is valuable to your customers. And it's a hell of a lot more than $20 an hour, or $25 an hour, or even $30 an hour. You got skills, abilities, and talents they don't have. And if you're constantly losing bids, it's because you're not selling your services as a value product. And that's something else. Every one of you out there need to be a salesman. If you're got your own company, I don't care if you're heating, air, electrical, contractor, you're a salesman. And until you get that salesman mindset, I'm selling value. I'm selling the value that is my services. And say, well, I'll just install a light fixture. I'll do it for 25 bucks. And yet, another person can turn around and get $150 for that same light fixture, and the client be super happy. I don't know, just things like this burn me up. Another thing burns me up when someone says, well, I get $150 to install a light. And someone goes, oh, you couldn't get those prices around here. Well, you're right, you couldn't, because you have a loser mindset. But I promise you, every place that someone's getting those kinds of prices, there's people saying, oh, you can't get those prices around. Well, he does because he drives a big fancy truck, or, something like that. Loser. It's a loser mindset. I seen it on a contractor forum the other day. They was talking about one guy was a contractor in Austin, and then he moved to San Antonio. He just couldn't get the same price as San Antonio. Another one said, yeah, I know. When, I'm in San Antonio. When I go to Austin, I get a lot of higher prices. One thing, you're marketing to the wrong people then. Other is, once again, If you're just going out, oh, let's build you a deck, I'll build you extra room, and you're forgetting to sell the value that is your services. Because I promise you, there are people in San Antonio paying just as much or more than people in Austin for the same job. And it's not just necessarily San Antonio and Austin. Insert any two cities you want. Okay, but some of y'all are so damn busy racing to the bottom on your prices. So I gotta have that job. I gotta have a job. Okay, you need to be working for somebody else. You really do. You're not doing yourself a favor. You're not doing your family's self a favor. Just go find somebody else who pays halfway decent. Pays you $20, $25 an hour, because by the time they pay your benefits and everything else, they're really paying 50 or 60 an hour. If you're not the lowest priced person there is no advantage being the second lowest priced. You might as well be the most expensive. And again, that's a concept some of y'all won't get either. There is no strategic advantage to being the second lowest priced person in your market. None. So if you always complain, well, the Mexicans, they're out here working for nothing, they're just beating me. I'll tell you what. Most Mexican crews I've run across lately are more than most of the other contractors. So, and if you're chasing that customer that is penny pinching and just wants the lowest price, you're chasing the wrong damn customer. I guess, why would you want somebody like that? Because those are usually the biggest pain in the butts to work for. I like the doctor who calls me up, hey, Don, I need this done. Can I need toilets in my house. Can you stop by and grab me some toilets and bring them over and install them? Yeah. You want me to give you an estimate? No, I trust you. Go ahead and bring them over, whatever. Just let me know what I owe you. Or the one that says, hey, Donald, I need I want a deck and handrail, and can you do that? Sure, you betcha. About what would it cost? I don't need just get me in the ballpark. I don't know how big you want it. Over the phone. I'll give them a ballpark. That's more than fine. Okay, you don't get those people that are making $10 an hour doing that to you. I'm sorry. There is just a segment of the population that cannot afford my services. I give to charity, but it's usually not through my company. So, you guys want to up your, who was it? Forgot now. I think I read someplace other it's $45 or $50 an hour for average 40-hour work week to make $100,000 a year. Why ain't you doing that? If you don't have the skills to sell your valuable services, you need to be out there on Amazon getting some books on how to sell your services. Just going out there, well, I'm better than old so-and-so over here, doesn't cut it. I was telling you, on this one remodel, we had this guy show up, and he was working on the roof or something, or sheet metal siding, I don't know. But there was other jobs that was coming up for bid, and he was like, man, I need those jobs. I've got to have those jobs. I'll bid. I'll undercut anybody's price. Dave Ramsey has a saying that a hungry salesman stinks, and so does a hungry contractor or handyman. I wouldn't hurt a guy if he was the last one on earth. As it turned out, he did a crappy job anyway. That's why he didn't have no jobs. So, this is more of a rant, but guys, I just, it kills me when I see someone say, oh, well, you can't get those rates. You can't get rates like that around here. Then you got some guy who's getting them, and they're full of excuses why that guy over there can get $100 an hour, and they can't even get $20 an hour. You know, there's always some excuse. Some of you just ain't cut out to be your own boss. Sorry, you're just not. You'd be better off working for somebody, and that's harsh, but that's the reality. It's just like not everybody can afford me or other premium contractors. It's just the reality. It's these people who can't afford that, and I've got a video either before this one or after this in someplace about that subject. But the reality is, not everybody can afford my services. I'm not everybody's flavor, and I get that, and I don't care. You know, do I help people out with my services? Yeah, from time to time. But when I'm going to pay charity, I take it out of my pocket and give it at church or to somebody on the street or a ministry like that. The reality is, those people that can't afford it either have to do it themselves or they have to settle for somebody who's probably going to half-ass it and mess it up. It's the reality. If somebody's out there going to do a good job, they're not going to be charging $20 an hour. And there's people that gripe and complain about that. You need to have a set minimum. I don't charge by the hour no more. You need to have a set minimum. Hour minimum, 2 hour minimum. A lot of people's 2 hour minimum, $100, 2 hours. Oh, you can't get those rates around here. Nobody pay them. Yet in those same markets, there's people getting it and getting more. How do you explain that? So remember, just remember, write it down, stick it above your computer you fill out the estimates on, stick it on dash your pickup. Your perception of price is not your customer's perception of value. Learn the difference, and your profit will go up, because I'm telling you that if someone calls you at 8 o'clock in the morning and says, hey, we had a limb come through the roof, it's raining, we need this fixed. Okay, emergency service. I can get over and fix it. Still, sell your services, value your service, because if you don't value your services, don't expect somebody else to. If you think your service is only worth $20 or $25 an hour, you're probably overpriced, because nobody else is going to think they're that. So anyway, guys, enough ranting. Just, man, I'd like to see y'all do good. I want to see you succeed, but a lot of you shooting yourselves in the foot. Stop this race to the bottom. I mean, it's stupid. Well, old Joe Blow over there, he bid John, he underbid me $100. Why are you even competing with him? I overbid him $500 and I got the job. Value, your customer's value. And you be setting that value when you talk to your clients. Don't hire that guy over there. He's a hack. He's a hack. That's not how you sell a job. Mr. and Mrs. Client, I've been doing this over 20 years. Here's a whole list of references, commercial and residential. There's doctors, there's lawyers, there's senators, politicians, mayors, all in that. Go ahead and call them. Professional ball players, whatever floats your boat, average Joes, all in this list of references. Here's some pictures of my previous work. Yes, I'll build your deck. I will not nail it down. I will use screws, but screws are superior to nails. They won't give. This is why you create this value and sell it. Because if you do good work, you are a valuable commodity. So anyway, hey, like and subscribe. I don't know where it's at now. This thing's reversed someplace down here. Like and subscribe. Check out the Instagram. I'm still trying to Remember to post daily on that. I don't get every day, but hey, I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what you think about the video. I hope this does help. It will help some of y'all. Some of y'all, like I said earlier, will never get it. Go find somebody to work for. Donald, bluecollardiy.com. I'm out.